The LPGA and the U.S. Golf Association, USGA, have jointly announced significant changes to their transgender policies, which will take effect in the 2025 season. The new rules made public on Wednesday prohibited athletes who had experienced male puberty from competing in women's events. This policy shift follows the case of Hailey Davidson, a transgender athlete who participated in the second stage of LPGA qualifying in October. Although Davidson did not secure an LPGA card, she earned limited Epson Tour status for 2025, becoming only the second transgender golfer to gain status on the developmental circuit. The first, Bobby Lancaster, earned status through Stage I of LPGA Q School in 2013, but has yet to compete in an official event. Under the updated policy, players whose sex assigned at birth is male must demonstrate to the LPGA's medical manager and expert panel that they have not experienced male puberty beyond Tanner Stage 2 or after the age of 12. Additionally, athletes must maintain testosterone levels below 2.5 moles/L in their serum. The policy was developed with guidance from a working group of experts in medicine, sports physiology, golf performance, and gender policy law. This group emphasized that the effects of male puberty can provide competitive advantages in golf, making the policy crucial for maintaining the integrity of women's professional and elite amateur events. A statement from the LPGA clarified that the new policy will extend to the Ladies European Tour, the Epson Tour, and all other elite LPGA competitions. Outgoing LPGA Commissioner Molly Marcoux-Simon emphasized that the policy balances inclusivity and fairness, ensuring that all players feel welcome while protecting competitive equity in the sport. For Hailey Davidson, the new rules render her ineligible for LPGA events. Davidson, who played men's college golf before transitioning, began her gender reassignment journey in 2015 and underwent surgery in 2021. Despite her significant achievements, including qualifying for the Epson Tour, the policy will prevent her from advancing further within the LPGA system. In a related development, the Independent Women's Forum, an advocacy group for female athletes, sent a letter to the LPGA, USGA, and the International Golf Federation, IGF, calling for a complete repeal of policies that allow biologically male athletes to compete in women's events. The letter, signed by over 275 female golfers, underscored the growing concerns over competitive fairness. The USGA's new policy, which mirrors the LPGA's, is also built around the principle of competitive fairness. According to USGA CEO Mike Wan, the organization's decision was guided by the need to ensure that no athlete has an inherent advantage due to gender. It was all based on competitive fairness as the North Star, Wan told Golf Week. Right or wrong, let's be able to look ourselves in the face, and any competitor in one of our women's events in the face, and say if you're in this event, nobody has a competitive advantage relative to their gender. These changes come from similar moves made by other sporting organizations. World Aquatics, which oversees competitive swimming, and the World Athletics Council, which governs track and field, have implemented similar transgender athlete policies. In June, transgender swimmer Leah Thomas lost a legal challenge against World Aquatics, which had argued that her participation in women's events following her transition posed a competitive disadvantage to cisgender female swimmers. In 2022, Thomas was the first transgender athlete to win an NCAA Division I title. Amy Olsen, a recently retired LPGA player and former USGA champion, has been one of the most outspoken advocates for a female-at-birth policy. Olsen expressed her disappointment that organizations like the LPGA had taken so long to address this issue, noting that real human beings are affected by these decisions. I am very sad that women's organizations have waited so long to change their gender policies, Olsen told Golf Week in October. There are people in the middle of these situations that it affects. I wish it could have been dealt with before I face, and a name were involved. In conclusion, the changes to the LPGA and USGA's transgender policies mark a significant shift in how women's sports will handle gender identity in the future. The guidelines aim to preserve competitive fairness while navigating complex social and ethical issues. As the 2025 season approaches, it will be interesting to see how these policies are implemented and the ongoing debate surrounding the inclusion of transgender athletes in women's sports.